Welcome to Spec.LA. Who's new? Who has not been here before? We've got 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Welcome. Talk a little bit about what this whole thing is. Started a long time ago now, little too long ago, but there were a lot of events in LA that I would go to, and I would meet a lot of people, and what I noticed is that a lot of people didn't really do anything.
Well, they did stuff, but it was like they were recruiters.
Yeah, or they just had this really great idea and they just needed somebody else to just, do it. No, that was the easy part. And that kind of bothered me. And over time, though, I met people who were really creative and could build things, make things, and that period of time was really awesome. Not just because it was fun to hang out with those people, but because hanging out with people who are creative and get shit done really push you to be more generative. It really also, for the things that you're doing, it also pushes you to do them better and to put more thought into it and take them further than you would have ordinarily. The process, of course, by which this happens is, can be people egging you on and one-upsmanship and certain things like that are can be fun or annoying depending on who the person is. But at the end of the day, I think the result can have a really positive impact on what you do and as time goes on, what you have done and what you've been involved in. And a lot of the projects that we would talk about doing, like that would just be ideas, would wind up getting done. And those projects that we would do would wind up leading to more projects that would be larger in scope. And this path, I think, has been really rewarding for a lot of us. Of course, as time goes on and these projects get more serious because more money is at stake and you've got various stakeholders that have controls and things just get more buttoned up, the desire for me was to bring it back to more of the beginning, where things were a little bit more fun and a little bit more at the ground level, more creative. You could take, more risks, and just things were a little bit more looser and creative. And of course, there's a balance, right? I mean, you got one end, which is fun and creative and generative, and then you have the other end, which is what you're really trying to get to from the beginning, anyway. So, I think Spec really tries to strike a balance between the two. On one hand, we want to be very, very creative and ideas and things are fun, but I think we also want to do them and make them happen. And so I think what you'll find here is a room full of people who are very capable, very creative. This is a really good room to find people who are really good collaborators. If you have a project that you're working on, if you talk about it with people, they'll probably have good ideas. They may have even done projects that are very similar to what you're doing in the past and can give you pretty good resources to look into, people who you should talk to, intros, or even a helping hand. And that's, I think, one of the best things about Spec. So if you're new, welcome. Hope you find it to be the same, and really happy to have you here. So the way that this is going to work